Well, hello everyone and welcome back. This is Veteran Mountain Man, and it looks like Venezuela is truly going to see an end to its current governmentational system. It seems that the nationalization of all of their, private foreign investments and everything else, and their attempt to create a glorious socialist utopia has truly failed. I mean, at this point, I'm seeing reports of Cuban Shock troops being sent to Venezuela to help Maduro keep control of the population. This is tyranny at its finest. I mean, armed citizens, armed militia, armed police, and foreign troops trying to stop the population from coming to the government to tell them, we're hungry and you're not doing anything about it. I mean, this is classic tyranny. This is what many of the Republicans and the Libertarians and all of the other people who are anti-authoritarian worry about, is this kind of stuff right here. And what's worse is it seems that nobody in the media that is mainstream is talking about this at all. I mean, there are people publishing videos on YouTube from inside Venezuela when they can, because most of them don't have power except every 3 days, talking about their neighbors and them eating rat and pigeon because they cannot get food from the stores because the stores don't have any. And then you're getting minor reports out of the mainstream media. Oh, no, everything's fine. This one store is full. Well, yeah, that one store is full because that one store hadn't opened its doors yet to sell anything, and nobody could afford any of it anyway because they had brought the prices up that day. So what you're basically getting is a bunch of mainstream media smokescreening a serious human rights violation. People should be able to hold their government accountable without being fired upon by foreign troops. And this kind of situation, I would not expect to see foreign troops brought in. Now, I'm not calling for the U.S. to intervene in Venezuela. I wish that some of my South American listeners would go ahead and push their government to intervene in their neighbors' affairs, to offer assistance to any organized resistance to Maduro and his government, but they need to be organized, and they need to be looking to open up the country again to a much more responsible and liberty-minded government, since for over 2 decades, well, actually, we're going close to 5, almost 6, Venezuela has been shut off from most of the world, and its oil exports have been shut off because it has been a glorious socialist utopia, and it only trades with other countries that it feels are not imperialist, capitalist, crazies. So I hope that at this point, Venezuela can be reformed or governmentally altered to the point where it becomes free again. And at that point, we're down to very, very, very few realistic tyrannies. Even the People's Republic of China, which is a communist country, has been pushing more towards an open economic market system and might eventually leave Maoist socialism and become a much more representative republic or democracy and become part of the liberty of the world. I wish that they weren't still so heavily socialistic, but time will change that. I mean, at this point, basically, there are only 2 real socialist countries, or communist countries, if you want to call them that, and that's the DBRK, North Korea, and Cuba. And realistically, we need to help these countries become liberated as well. We need to stop this antique form of tyranny where centralized planning destroys the economy and destroys all people and makes everybody equally poor except for the elite who are in charge. Because it's obviously a monstrosity of a governing system and a monstrosity of an economic system. Marx was wrong. Well, thank you all for joining me on my discussion on Venezuela this Friday. I hope you've all had a great day and a great week. And please remember to like and subscribe if you're following me on YouTube, or upvote and follow if you're on VidMe. Come on over to Minds if you'd like to and enjoy it and join in on a conversation or three. I always like talking with my followers and my subscribers. Thank you all again and have a lovely day.